Okay, I know I'm a few days late, but this thing came out on Tuesday for GT Online, and I've got to check it out for today's video because I want to see just how fast we can possibly go with the brand new RC Bandito. Actually, we're doing 59. 59's the top speed. Okay, well, that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all next time. Okay, right. I'm basically going to be using a bunch of mods and seeing just how fast we can physically possibly go with this vehicle. I'm hoping to get over 1,000 miles an hour. We'll see. Okay, so before we find out how fast this thing can go, this does actually have a few tuning parts. So I figured we'll have just a quick look. I'm not going to dwell on this too much. We're not going to spend too much time because there's a million other videos where people have modified this thing. So there are a bunch of liveries on this one. We had the Bandito one, the stock livery, which was just black color or whatever color. We have the Duck Hunter one. We have a paintball star one with some paint splatters on it. Arctic Warfare, the Digital Dribble, which sort of looks like a monster one. The Super Sci-Fi. We have the Urban Arrows, the Pumpkin Monster, and the Fire Breather. I actually quite like that paintball one. And on top of that, it's not just liveries. Rockstar have actually gone quite far with this one. They've also included a bunch of different chassis. So we have the stock, which is like this little pickup truck version. We also have the more standard looking remote control car thing, including ones with a big massive spoiler on it. Also one with rally nets or combined. We have the trophy truck version with the spoilers and everything else, and the combined ones. We have the Gang Burrito, which actually I think might be my favorite one, just because it's just so big and cool. It looks like a tiny little shrunk down version of a burrito van. We have those in a bunch of different combos as well. And then we have the Big Brat pickup truck, and then we have the classic pickup truck to finish. Actually, for this one, I'm either going to go with the Gang Burrito, or actually I really just like the off-road combined, because it sort of reminds me of the Toy Story 1 remote control car. Sadly, there wasn't a reference to that in the liveries. That would have been really cool. Actually, do you know what? On this one, Pumpkin Monster looks pretty cool. Apparently, we can even change the wheels on this. I'm quite curious to see. Can we get them off? Okay. Do you know, I'm going to go for the off-road ones. They might look a bit more fitting. Okay, I'm going to also test this with V-Stancer because I know you guys are curious to see if we can stance the damn thing. There's also some bombs and stuff, as you can see on the sides. They don't really... Oh, okay. No, that's not... Oh, okay. No? That's not gonna... Right. There was a lot of emotions going through there, but I could see the numbers skipping through, and I thought that can't be real. Okay, it's just for show. And also, we have engine tuning, but you don't get that in online, but we will check to see if that does make it faster. The other thing this can do is jump, so we can actually get a few jump upgrades. Let's go and test these out. 20% jump upgrade gives us... what exactly? Just a tiny little jump right there. Then we have the 60%, which gives us a little bit more. And then 100%, probably not going to be that exciting. Oh, okay, you can actually jump over a car with that one. That's not bad. Okay, let's see. Can we jump over this one? Oop. Ooh, nice. We just clipped the top. And that was actually an SUV as well, so that was even more difficult than it had to be. So it's small. It can jump over cars. Can it go under trucks? That's the next thing to test. Okay, I've been flying around, and I can't see any trucks, but there are so many buses spawning in right now. Look at this. Like, every other car is a bus that's spawning in right now. Okay, I found a truck. Let's see. Is it possible? I'm going to go full Toy Story style and just drive through the back. Okay, no, it doesn't work. And underneath the truck. Oh, perfect. And again. Oh, absolutely beautiful. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, it's gone terribly wrong. So just to quickly check with V-Stancer, we can... Oh, change the size of the wheels. Change the width. Okay, I'm going to just make these really chunky and big just for the fun of it. But can we camber? Yes, we can. Yep, that's it. Stanced remote control cars confirmed. Right, I'm going to spawn in a new one and let's do the high-speed tests because I'm curious to see how fast this thing can go. Okay, so I've got my new one and as you can see, 59 miles an hour is top. If we upgrade this to level 4, it's the same. Okay, if we add a turbo, I guess it might accelerate a bit quicker, but not so much in the miles per hour. One thing though, is that if you just sort of hold the brake and rev this a bit, you do actually get a nice little boost at the start. Just a top tip for those of you who want to try racing these things. If we change the max speed of this, I'll just stick in a bunch of 9s. What do we get? It's slowly building up. I'm guessing 59 miles an hour again. In that case, let's just start turning up the multiplier. If all else fails, just use the multiplier. And there we go. Finally, we are now braking 59 miles an hour. In fact, we should soon be able to brake 100 and this is probably not the best road for it. In a minute, I will spawn it in on my top speed test track. Now, at this speed, it is quite hard to control, I will admit. Okay, this thing, when it starts rolling, it just keeps going, but it does build up speed pretty quick, and that is over 100 miles an hour. Once it's actually up to speed, it's not so bad. Just don't hit anything, otherwise you will be rolling for eternity. Right, let's just crank this. I'm just gonna stick just full of 9s in this thing and just see how we do. Okay, my wheels have disappeared. That's... that hasn't really turned out how I expected it to. I think just sticking a bunch of 9s in was perhaps a little bit overkill. However, we are now breaking over 200 miles an hour, but we are just way too unstable. Okay, do you know what? It's that the wheels have gone for good. I don't know what's happened there. There we go. Michael could just crawl back. That's realism. Right, let's try this again. And do you know what this time? Let's put it on the top speed test track. Okay, here we are. And for those of you who don't know, this is a track that I've built that basically takes you from one end of the map to the other. This is right on the edge of the boundary limit within GTA, so any further than this and the car would just die out. If any of you have ever flown a plane out of the map before, the plane eventually just dies. The same thing would happen here. So this is as straight of a line as we can possibly get in GTA to test the top speed. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to slowly start building up all of the speed, but I'm going to do it first of all with the general multiplier, because this is going to give us a lot of speed, hopefully without any sort of wheel spin. Okay, that's given us 334 miles an hour. Now, if we go to max speed, let's just stick a bunch of 9s in that so we can get rid of that limit. Oh my god. Okay. We are now getting 630, 40-ish miles an hour. No, actually, we are still rising a little bit. Okay, it's sort of plateauing. Right, now I'm going to turn up the HP multiplier. It's slowly building up. The thing is, I have a feeling that if we turn this multiplier up, as soon as we start on the way back, we are going to get so much wheel spin that we won't be able to control this. We'll have to see, but we are about to break 1,000 miles an hour, and there we go. 1,000 miles an hour broken in the remote control Bandito, and here we come up to the ramp. I'm going to crash.
Oh, no.
Yep, that didn't really work out. Right, so let's just turn this multiplier up. I'm not going to stick a bunch of 9s in. I'll stick a reasonably high number in. Let's say 12,500. It's a random number. Oh, okay. I was not expecting the wheelie. I was not expecting the wheelie. Do you know what? I think I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to go to slam it, which changes the gravity, and it's going to make us go a little bit lower, and hopefully will make us stick to the ground more. Okay, I'm actually going to get the controller out for this one, so I can actually gradually add speed, because I think without this, we're not going to get any stability. Right, here we go. I'm going to go max out now. There we go. 2,000 miles an hour. Oh, 3,000 miles an hour. Come on, how fast can we get by the end of this road? Come on, 5,000. Come on. Oh, I don't even know what number that was. But we have just... Okay, we're still flying. We're still flying. We're still flying. We're still flying. Right, hang on. I just want to see just how... I'm going to now go up. Let's see how long it takes to get back to the map. Still going. Still going. Still going. There's the start of the track. There's the... We've just flown so far. And in fact, when you fly this far, you can't actually get back out of the water again, as I've discovered. I'm going to give it one last go. I'm going to stick this top speed up. I'm going to set the HP multiplier to 1,500. So a little... Okay, let's do 2,500. So that's pretty much double what we just had. And let's see if we can keep it stable. I'm not going to do too much throttle just yet. I'm not even full throttle yet. This is still only slight throttle. But I want to make sure that we can control this. Okay, now I'm going full speed. Here we go. That's 3,000 miles an hour. I think we definitely need more. Oh, okay. We actually just went so fast that the game glitched. Yeah. Do you know what? I think the top speed is going to be that, what was it, 4,000 and something miles an hour? That seems to be what is physically possible. And we've blown up. Okay, there we go. Well, that is it. Hopefully, you guys have got something out of this. It was just a bit of fun. Why not? That was the RC Bandito. What I've just done here was in single player. It was not in online mode. If you want to drive around fast in this thing, I'll put a link to my map in the description below. We can spawn it in with menus mod and play around with it in single player and see if you can try and beat my top speed with the RC Bandito. You can let me know in the comment section below how fast you managed to get. But also I'd just like for you guys to let me know what you think about the RC Bandito, just in general. Is this what you want to see more of in GT Online? Let me know in the comment section below, but that is going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. Now cue the really cool outro sequence. See you guys next time.